So, can you catch anxiety? This is our next question, and it's really interesting. Lots of people have asked us, can you catch anxiety, or is it hereditary? And the answer is no, it's not a bug, it's not something we catch. However, a lot of GPs do tell their clients they've got hereditary anxiety. Now, the human brain is very, very clever, and we do pattern what's going on around us from other people, especially when we're young. So if you're a parent and you've got anxiety, there's a chance that your child is going to take on anxiety, pick it up sort of thing, because they're around you, which is another reason why to get it sorted. Now, we've seen this repeatedly. Now, I've been through it myself. My mum was always anxious when I was younger. She refused to get any treatment for it, and I'm sure that's where I kind of got it from when I was about 8 onwards. My dad was also very, very stressed. He had a very high pressure job, and I'm sure I picked that up. So that's why I was such a mess and got into that mess when I got to about 15, 16. But we see this repeatedly. So quite interestingly, a couple of years ago, we had a guy came in to see us, and he was having problems and didn't realize his anxiety was quite so high, and we managed to sort that out. His was more performance anxiety when playing certain sports. But then a few months later, we had a young lady came in, and God, her patterns were exactly the same as this guy. And in the end, I said, "Are you such and such daughter?" And she went, "Yes, how did you know?" And she'd kind of picked that up. So it is interesting that we can model this, we can pattern it from people around us. And it's another reason why that if we're a parent or we're in a relationship, we might want to get it sorted. So that's really, really interesting. It then gives us an interesting thought. Can we catch happiness? And I think we can. I think that if we're around our children or the friends around us and we are happy, it affects how people react to us and how they go on and react to the rest of the day. Now, I remember years ago, a great guy, one of my mentors, he used to say there's only 2 types of people in the world. You're either a radiator or a drain. Radiators go out there, they seem to make people happy, they've got lots of energy, they have fun in life, and people love to be around them. And then there's other people who are drains. These are people who are energy vampires. They sap your energy and you struggle to be around them. And unfortunately, that does happen with some mental illness, with people with Alzheimer's and dementia, that it's really hard being around them. So one of the things we teach with the program is how to be more positive, how to be more of a radiator when we're around negative people. But then also sometimes we teach skills and we say, look, you've got to limit your time around drains. If people are draining all your energy and causing a problem for your own mental health, you need to get out of there. And there's certain things we can do to deal with sort of negative people with drains. It's worth asking a question of what type of person do you want to be? Because if you get up in the morning and decide you want to be that radiator, we can then teach you tools to do that. And it's interesting, actually, that if we've got anxiety and we suddenly decide we want to be a radiator, we're choosing a totally different personality to the one that's causing us a problem. And we can control how we think, how we feel, our emotions. It just takes a little bit of work. So that was a great question. Do keep them coming. As usual, there's a link below if you want to get in touch with us or find out what we do. And let's get your anxiety sorted.